In the breathless pause between life and death, there exists a realm where judgment is absolute and escape is futile. A place where every soul must tread, no matter how rich or poor, noble or vile. Beyond the veil of our mortal world lies the domain of Yama, the first to die, the keeper of the afterlife, and the eternal judge of souls. He is not a monster to be feared, nor a villain to be hated. Yama is inevitability incarnate, the guardian of order in a world that resists it. And his tale begins, not at the end, but at the very beginning. Long before humanity built temples and palaces, before even the concept of death had form, Yama walked the earth, not as a god, but as a man. He was the son of the solar deity Vivasvat and his wife Saranyu, twin brother to Yami, goddess of life and dawn. Yama was the first mortal to live, and the first to die. As he drew his last breath, a truth was born: all who live must one day perish. But Yama's journey did not end there. For his death marked not destruction, but destiny. He passed into the unknown, carving the very path every soul would follow. The trailblazer of mortality, the architect of afterlife. Rewarded by the gods for his bravery in crossing into the unknown, Yama ascended. No longer merely mortal, he became Dharmaraja, the king of righteousness. His dominion stretched beyond life, beyond illusion, into Naraka, the netherworld where the karmic balance is weighed. Here, Yama sits on a great throne carved from time itself. In his right hand, he holds a danda, a staff of justice. In his left, the noose of destiny. By his side sits Chitragupta, the celestial scribe, chronicling every thought, word, and deed of the living. Nothing escapes their gaze. Yama does not judge from emotion. He does not condemn from spite. Every soul receives only what it has earned. The virtuous ascend to heavenly realms. The wicked are reborn, or face the fires of Naraka. This is no hell in the Western sense. There is no eternal damnation here. Only the purifying pain of consequence. Yama's visage is meant not to frighten, but to remind. He appears dark because he dwells beyond illusion, in the shadow of truth. His mount, the buffalo, is the beast of burden that carries souls across the threshold of life. His noose is not merely a weapon, it is the rope of fate, drawn tight only when the time is right. No plea can loosen it. No spell can sever it. In his court, kings and beggars alike are stripped of titles, possessions, illusions. Only the soul remains, and its actions. In the Rigveda, Yama is revered as the first ancestor, the pathfinder. He resides in the highest heaven, surrounded by radiant beings and ancestors who followed his path. Later texts deepen his role as a stern but fair judge. In the Mahabharata, Yama appears in many forms. He is the father of Yudhishthira, the embodiment of Dharma. In disguise, he tests his son with riddles by a lake, proving that wisdom, not strength, earns divine favor. Yama teaches that death is not punishment, it is the mirror of our lives, held up for us to see. But Yama's reach stretches beyond Hinduism. In Buddhism, he becomes Yamtaka, the conqueror of death. In Tibetan lore, Yama holds the Bhava chakra, the wheel of life and rebirth, between his jaws. Yet even this monstrous form has a purpose. The Buddhists did not fear Yama, they understood him. For within the jaws of death lies the seed of liberation. To understand impermanence is to glimpse enlightenment. Yama, the terrifying, becomes Yama, the compassionate, a stern teacher guiding souls toward awakening. Countless stories tell of sages and devotees encountering Yama, some pleading for more time, others bargaining for loved ones. But the most moving tales are not those of escape, but of acceptance. For those who meet him with truth, Yama is not cruel. He is gentle. He offers clarity, closure, and the gift of karmic renewal. Yama has no temples where crowds chant his name. No festivals in his honor. Yet he is always near. Every heartbeat, every breath, every ending that leads to a new beginning is touched by him. He reminds us that life gains meaning through its limits. That justice exists beyond mortal courts. That the soul is weighed not by its glory, but by its integrity. When your time comes, do not fear Yama. He is not your enemy. He is the keeper of balance, the guide through twilight, the one who stood at the edge of the unknown and made a road where none existed. He is Yama, Lord of Death, Judge of Souls, and the silent guardian who waits, patiently, eternally, for us all. To live well is to die without regret. If you found meaning in this journey beyond the veil, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. What myths would you like to explore next? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, may your path be wise and your soul fearless.